How's it going, everybody? This is Rob. I'm wearing a freaking polo. Um, Not relevant to the conversation, but I wanted to give a quick thoughts on something that somebody shared with me, and apparently Marvel is trying to create a new line of heroes, or at least this one guy who apparently it's been found out that this guy worked for BuzzFeed. Big surprise there when it comes to the type of characters that he created, or at least helped create. But with these particular characters, okay, I'm going to say this right off the bat. When it comes to the political climate, when it comes to characters, being represented a certain way, whether they are transgender or non-binary, when it comes to them being of a different nationality, sex, whatever, doesn't fucking matter. As long as they're written as well as being entertaining. But if you try to make that the focal point of the character itself being like the main focus of why people should buy the comic, or at least the medium, then what's the point? And if some of those people are just gonna say, oh, because we need more diversity in geek culture, we have a ton of diverse characters already. If that's your only focal point of why you should have diversity in characters, then I'm sorry, I'm like trying to rack my brain on this. And some of the names are just hilarious. E-Space, Snowflake. I don't think there was any originality when it comes to trying to create the names, but I'm trying to figure out what was going on in their heads. Like, who greenlit this? And why do people not get the whole point that you aren't trying, when it comes to creating a character, you create a character to entertain the audience, not create a character to check off a list of things that won't piss people off. Okay? That's the point of art. Whether it be for writing, for comics, for video games, for TV shows, for movies. I know I named 5 things, but you're getting the point. It's art. It's subjective. People are allowed to create the things that they want to create. And ultimately, I know that there's certain people that are going to get offended because certain things aren't the way they want. And at this point, no offense, you can get offended. Whereas like some of the other people can like the medium for it being, 1, entertaining, 2, having a good story, as well as good characters, and all in all, being a good piece of work, or artwork, so to speak. I guess the bottom line, and I want to make this quick because it's just stupid, and I've said this time and time again. Stop trying to force politics into media. Okay? If you want to create a character that's transgender, then go for it. As long as they are entertaining. Don't make the politics the focal point of you creating a character. Otherwise, especially if for the most part, especially with, I'm going to call it the Oneida Sarkeesian diagram of character building, if they are just powerful without any explanation as to why, and they are just bland characters, then they aren't entertaining. If you force the diversity thing on people are not, especially people who you want to try to understand those characters, they're not going to want to, get involved in that sort of medium. Bottom line, create a character to create a character. Don't force certain politics on people. If you want a certain character, then build that character. Try to make them entertaining. Give people a reason to like them. Not force people to like them.